Yeah, I actually thought I was going to see you. I thought we were doing video, but voice is fine. Um,
Oh yeah, I don't have a webcam.
okay,
Maybe.
fair enough. No problem. I'm just looking at myself now, which is weird. Hi, my name is Ruben from the Ruby Tuesday. I'm here with Narmak,
Hi everybody.
and today I'm going to be asking him a few questions about anime. But I first kind of wanted to get to know you a little bit and just ask you where because you're basically an animator. Um,
hmm
where did that start for you?
Oh wow, that is a long journey. Well, not as long as most animators out there, but I guess for me, it started as a passion project when I was in high school, which was, let's say, 4, 5, around 6 years ago. And it's honestly just a really amazing hobby for me. It's not my occupation, and it's not something I'm probably going to do in the near future as like a main job, but just making what I want, animating what I want for the past 6 years, learning, making mistakes, and also just making really weird stuff that people like because people on the internet are really weird like me. But yeah, for 6 years, ever since high school, that's how long I've been doing it.
Yeah, because I was going through your content. I've seen some of your content before, but I was going through it last night, just prepping for talking to you today, and I came across some very interesting videos. I was meant to be quiet in bed while I was watching stuff on my phone, and then I came across like SpongeBob and Sonic, and I was just like, "What is happening?
Yeah.
How do
It's
they?"
just like, oh, how did they come to be?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, all of my YouTube videos are really just excuses for me to animate things because this is a question I actually get from a lot of people who ask me for advice. Like, I'm a beginning animator. What do I do? Blah, blah, blah. And just find an excuse to animate, Like, the whole point of improving and um, learning the basics of animation. The whole point is to get you to actually go out there and just make stuff. Try, fail, practice, practice, practice. It's a super duper testing activity because it requires a lot of sitting for hours and hours, drawing like the same thing over and over and over again, just slightly different if you're doing frame by frame. But yeah, those are just, I just thought like, okay, I want to make something as insane and bonkers that will make me laugh every second that I animate so I don't go crazy sitting here for hours doing it. So I don't know. A lot of the videos actually were not like specifically planned, I guess. I just made them as I went along. So I'd make a scene and I'm like, what should come after this? I don't know, maybe I'll try this and then I'll just start the next one. But yeah, they're mostly just excuses for me to practice my animation and make funny videos that people like at the same time.
Because when Tails holds up a knife to Sonic, I think I snort laughed at then because I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. I can't tell you what I was thinking when I made it. A lot of the time it was like what 4 a.m. in the morning and I'm barely like functioning, so I probably don't even understand why I made those decisions. But
Amazing.
yeah.
So a lot of your content is, I guess, anime inspired. There's a great, well, I would say, weird Naruto one. Um,
Oh yes, I know that. Yeah, that one.
that one made me giggle the whole way through because I wasn't really sure what I was watching. But yeah, so what is anime to you?
I guess to put it simply, it's just one of many forms of animation that has its own distinct style in terms of visual appeal. So the methods they use to convey character emotion and such is different from Western animation, Western cartoons, Western adult cartoons, etc. I really like that part about anime. And I guess it's just like it's a medium, an animated medium that is not afraid to explore many different fields in like that movies already do, that TV shows already do. Like I live in America, and then if you're into animation and cartoons, like you're scraping the bottom of the barrel for like different things that are unique. There's a lot of kid content, which is cool and unique, and I like that too. But if you're looking for something a little more, something actiony, something dramatic, something a thriller, a crime drama, you're not really gonna get that in animated form. But over in Japan with anime, I mean, they made anime on everything, and even things that I would never think anyone would make, anime or not. Like there's some really funky stuff out there, which is very interesting to say the least. But I guess that's yeah. But that's I guess what anime is to me. Just I guess the most unrestricted current animated I don't know section or in the animated world stuff where you can see basically anything animated in any genre, any form, which I think is super cool.
If you were to say to someone who's just starting out in anime or doesn't even know what it is, what would be your go-to anime movies or series that you would say, "Hey, watch this"?
Hmm. Let me ask you this. Is it someone who's like super open to anything or do they have like specific tastes?
Yeah, I would say they don't know what it is, so they would be open. They like going to the cinema and watching whatever kind of is good.
I'm gonna or just say my answer with this little tidbit in the beginning. I am someone who enjoys a specific side of anime, kind of vanilla. I really like shonen action stuff. Shocker. But so I'm actually not that well versed in anime outside of that. So, romantic comedy stuff, or I don't really watch that sort of anime because usually the animation there is acceptable, but I really like action fighting, obviously. But I guess if I were to recommend a beginner anime that has fighting, drama, love, comedy, all that jazz, and it does it really well. I'm sure you've heard this answer before. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the GOAT. It's like number one on my anime list, I think, and for a very good reason.
Yeah, but great
So,
story and super dark.
yes, yes. If you're someone who is not looking to see a lot of blood and stuff, there's some really messed up things that happen in that series. But I like that it has its mature side and it also has its innocent fun side. It has like a little bit for everything or for everyone. Another one I guess would be if you're looking for something where you can see cool fights and stuff, you have to go with the OG, my boy Naruto, the one and only ninja. Like that, I know it's like, oh no, you like Naruto, it's so generic, like everyone likes that anime, they don't know anything else. But Naruto actually has some of the most impressive and just awe-inspiring scenes and fight scenes and cinematography, animated form, and choreography that I've ever seen in an animated weekly show. I mean, I could go off for hours just listing all the amazing stuff I've seen there, but if you want something that's has a fun world, cool powers, fun characters, and there's always some drama or some mystery going on, and they have to fight and figure everything out, and cool jutsus, blah blah blah, I'd probably recommend some Naruto up in there.
Favorite Naruto character?
Rock freaking Lee, like let's
Bushy
go.
brow. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, he's the only one. He doesn't care about stupid fireballs coming out of his mouth. He doesn't have freaking Rasengans. He just has his fists and he knows how to use them. The
Yeah.
GOAT. Him or Might Guy. He's probably my number two.
I would go Pervy Sage, but that just makes me sad. So,
Oh no, we don't talk about that.
yeah.
We're not looking to cry right now, okay?
Yeah, oh, that's amazing. You have almost 800,000 subscribers, and you were saying that you're not making it a career. Were you surprised at how quickly you've grown? Because I think according to YouTube, your channel started in 2014. So I'm sure you were animating before then. Well, 6 years. So, but what was it? What was the video that you thought, oh wow, this is like kind of blown up? I'm an animator YouTuber now.
Um, Well, to answer your first question, no, I did not. Obviously, I did not expect, make a few videos and all of a sudden it's all over the internet. I'm like, what? That's me. This guy in like Brazil is talking about me. That's so weird. But I guess another part of that is that I don't make animations with that goal. I make them first and foremost so I can look back and be like, wow, I can't believe I made this. And it'll make me laugh or it'll make me like just impressed at what I can do. And then I release it on my YouTube channel for people to also um, watch it and they can enjoy it too. I absolutely love reading the comments on my videos. They are so uh, interesting. funny, cool, unique. I mean, there's one guy and like I forgot his name. His name was like Devil Satan 666, and he had like the most like grotesque profile picture, and he's like, very cool video. And I'm like, thank you, Satan. But yeah, I don't make my videos for like a purpose outside of me just wanting to make them, I guess, you know. If I wanted to do it as a career, or if I made them for other people, I would just, I don't know, be a story time animator or do something that's super easy to do. Or, okay, I don't want to like put down story time animators. Like it's definitely work, but you know, traditional frame by frame, all that full body, it's definitely like another tier. So if I wanted to make this a career or make it simpler, I would just do story time or just make little comics or blah blah blah. But I want to make some cool animations, man. So I did not go that route.
So how long does it take you to pull off a project?
Oh boy. Uh, depends really. I would say the average video takes like 2 months, 2 months to make. But keep in mind, like I said, it's a hobby, it's not a job. So yeah, I do it in my spare time. Well, it's also like the spare time I do have is mostly spent doing that. So I guess it's a little more than a hobby, very dedicated hobby. But yeah, like around 2 months. Sometimes it takes longer, 3.5 months if it's like something that because like I said, I always want to try new things and learn with these animations. They're just an excuse for me to practice. So that means every time I make one, I try something new that I don't know how to do or I've never done before. I thought was super cool. And sometimes, you know, learning a new thing takes time. So 2 to 3 months, I would say, per video.
How long did it take you when you first started?
Ooh, um, let's see. The Naruto one we were talking about earlier, that one, it was actually, I don't know if many people know this. I made that for a math project in high school. Yes,
Okay.
a math project.
Okay.
I was in a higher math class, I guess you can say, and then we basically kind of ended the whole curriculum. So my math teacher, assigned us a project to do something you've not done before, something you want to improve on. And obviously, your boy chose animation. And it took about the entire school year, or about 2/3 of the school year, to make that video, which would be what? I don't know, 5, 6 months.
Yeah.
When I started off, it probably took around that long to make, 5, 6 months. But I think I was also super new to animation, obviously, and I also didn't really know how to make it efficient with the programs. Then there's also, it's not only animation I do, it's the video editing, the sound effects. I even do my own voices early on. I've learned to become more efficient, for sure.
For those that will listen to this interview and go, well, I love drawing and sketching, what would be your like pro tips of, like to avoid doing or that you should definitely do?
For drawing and sketching, I don't want to do anything too solid because I'm also learning on my own end, and I consider myself an animator, not an artist per se.
Yep.
But
So
I guess
if there's an animated artist that's similar to what you do, what would you say that helps you the most?
what helps me the most. Hmm. Yeah. Honestly, like the answer is kind of boring. Like a lot of people say, like so many people tell me these tips and tricks. They show me this technique and stuff, but none of that matters unless you know you actually sit down, work your booty off, and try it out. And a lot of people aren't animators because it's a super grueling thing to do. Like it's super just draining. You need to have a patience of a saint to really just sit there and stare at your screen and just like kind of destroy your wrist drawing and drawing hours and hours and hours. And just think of it like this. Like if you're making something that's super high quality, an artist can make a really nice looking frame, like just the line art, let's say, in a day, while you can make or sorry, they can make a drawing in a day. You can make a frame in a day of a 24 frame animation, you know? So it's just, it's crazy, man. But you really, yeah, for sure. but you really need to have that dedication, have that patience, and have a drive. Like you need to have something, I guess, to aspire towards because that's what really keeps you going. Like for me, I really, really love, like I said earlier on, the Naruto, some of the Naruto fight scenes. Like just off the top of my head, Rock Lee versus Gaara, Naruto and Sasuke at the end of part one. You got Sasuke versus his brother Itachi. All of those were just, oh my God, like I still get chills when I watch them. They're so amazing. Norio Matsumoto, like top tier animator, amazing. And that's kind of the goal and image I had in my mind for what I'd like to be. And or what I, get as close as I could, reasonably. That's my inspiration, I guess you could say. And that really, really drove me, I guess. So whenever I was like feeling down or was feeling lazy, or I'm like, oh, this is too much work. I don't want to do this anymore. And then I'll just have one of the fight scenes recommended to me. I'll watch it, be like, oh my God, yes, this is great. And he'll just rejuvenate me and I'll just get back to work. So have have patience, always be willing to practice. Like I'm talking about every day, you know, especially if you're beginning, because that's really important to get the basics down. And have an inspiration and a goal, so you don't just drain all your battery and you're feeling like this is too much work and why am I doing this?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, do you like Boruto?
Boruto, I think it's okay, to be honest, because I guess I'm a Naruto Part 1 purist. I think that's like the top tier Naruto right there. Part 2 was really cool too, but it became a little bit too, I don't know, Dragon Ball Z E. They were literally ninja gods. You have a ninja alien goddess coming from space, and Naruto is like a freaking Dragon Ball giant fox, like Megazord. I'm like, okay, this is Naruto now. Like, do they still use their kunais? Like, are they still ninjas anymore? But and Boruto, I guess Boruto's like cool, and there's some really amazing stuff in there. Like I remember when the internet blew up over the Naruto and Sasuke versus I forgot the guy's name. He's one of the bad guys, the alien ninjas. But that fight was I actually know some of the animators, not like know them personally, but we've talked a few times, who worked on it, and wow, they did an amazing job. They actually hired animators out of studio to help make that fight, independent uh, website animators, I guess you can say, WebGen. So that was really cool. But Boruto overall, it's interesting, has some really cool stuff, but to me, like I'm feeling fulfilled with Naruto. Like my Naruto fix is done.
Nice. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time. Um, Check out Narmak's channel for his animations because I love them. But be warned that you might have your head explode on some of them, especially when Sonic gets his throat almost slit by Tails.
I mean, the end of that video, Tails definitely got the last laugh.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, he did. Yeah.